Right, then here we go. Hello everybody and welcome to the DRL YouTube channel. My name is Jammy James, aka James, or the other way around, and we're here today for, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, the GFO invitational mini-series, and this is round 4 at Brazil, and this is the English commentary as the Greeks have their own. So welcome along. So anybody who's not watched before, this is a mini-series battling out between four leagues around Europe. We have DRL, which is the English League, Dynamic Racing League. That's the team I'm part of, and I'll go down the squads in a minute. And then we have TRM, which is the Hungarian League, and we have Zenith F1 Esports League, obviously from Dutch, Holland, Netherlands. And then the coordinators of this mini-series is the GFO League, who I mentioned before are Greek. So I think we're just waiting for the last few cars to come into the lobby, and then we can get going. So just a bit of a catch-up really, at the season opener, or let's say mini-series opener. Oh sorry, Zenith, you're English. I thought you were Dutch. Apologies, I did think you were Dutch. I've been misled. Right, just bear with me, somebody needs an invite. There you go. Apologies there, Zenith. Anyway, so going back to the start of the mini-series, the first race was Azerbaijan, around the streets of Baku, and it was a very eventful race, mainly at the front, between Matt from Zenith and LEC16, or we're just going to call him Leclerc, from GFO. Some very good battling, some interesting defensive tactics, but it was won out by Matt from Zenith, with Leclerc coming in second after he picked up some wing damage. And then GFO sort of locked out the rest of the positions after that. It was a good, they've been performed extremely well. It's probably not a surprise that, if I'm not mistaken, they have wrapped up the championship already after 3 rounds, so fair play to them. Second race was Italy, around Monza. Again, very close racing. We had a wet start, and it moved itself to dry halfway through the race. And again, very good racing throughout. And who came on top on that one? I want to say it was a GFO lad. I think it probably was a GFO guy. And yeah, I think they actually locked out the first 5, or pretty much all the first 5. So yeah, so they took a stranglehold on the championship after that round. And then Monaco was yesterday, and that was very eventful. That was just full of front wings falling off, people running into the back of each other, you name it, it had it. And the pattern carried on, and GFO came home 1, 2 and 3, I believe, and then I think there was a gap, and then 4th and 5th from what I remember, and that pretty much sealed up the league already. So I think everybody else now is playing for pride. I think the order is GFO, followed by Zenith, followed by TRM, followed by DRL. I think pretty much Zenith are pretty much locked into second place, barring a huge comeback from TRM. And there is, I think, 6 points between TRM and DRL. So it's all to play for at the back, and I suppose Zenith do come into it, I suppose, with the other two. But yeah, it looks like the countdown is on. I think we've only got 19 drivers, so I'm not too sure who we're missing. Hopefully none of DRL, not to be biased. It looks like we've got everybody in. Oh, was that 20 just at the last minute? I think it might have been. So we've got. Oh, hang on, I got to mute someone. Wait there. Hello, Calzo. Mute. Okay, we're back. So, send in your comments as we go along. If you can, if anybody gets wind of the weather, please let me know, because I would like to know what's going on in the race and in qualifying. What's going on here? We've got a lot of very twirly circles. Oh, there we go. I almost thought that we were going to have a glitched lobby then, but it looks like we are good to go. Alright, fingers crossed anyway. There we go. And we are away in Brazil. Who's going to get the crown for first on track? I think we should give a point to whoever comes out first. Nobody wants that point then. Very little activity, so give a rundown of teams, I suppose. GFO today. We've got GFO Perez. Oh, we've got movement. We'll carry on anyway. GFO Perez, GFO Mavros. I won't carry on saying GFO. Mitz Aldo, and we have Nick Mania and Miltos. And on track first, down the pit lane, was Nova in the Zenith team. So as we are on board with the Zenith driver, we'll go through the Zenith team. So you've got LR Slimbo, we've got Jay Bradbury, we've got Helios Raptis, that's a good name, I like that name, Nova, who you can see on your screen, and Lucas LA. Lucas is actually part of, I believe, all three leagues, but I think he's chosen Zenith to race for. And then we move to TRM, and you've got TRM Cartel, you've got Solent, Ken, and Zumi, I believe that's his name. And then from DRL, my home team, hoping to make amends for some disappointing results, as we're about to go on board. We'll go on board with Nova and watch his lap. For DRL, we've got Little Paul. Oh, I forgot to mention Puny God. Puny God is racing for TRM as well. We've got Calzo, S. Graham, Hughes Moves, and Spike at the bottom of your screen now. Well, let's stay on board with Nova, and let's get the details up, shall we? Oh, scan TV pod. I'll go for the leader. So I'll go with, oh, we've got some medium runners out. Oh, confirmation, we have a wet race. Don't know how wet, or at what point it's wet, but we have a wet race. Let's have telemetry and full track map. Cracking. Right, let's stick on board with Nova. He's going to be the first one. Going to gain a little bit of slipstream as he hugs the inside barrier. And the benchmark is a 106.8. That's decent. Not entirely sure what's going to be exactly at the top of the timing screens, but we'll keep an eye on that one. Who's next over the line? Let's see. Got a few cars coming across the line, I think, to start the laps. Oh, Lucas with a 107.1 by the looks of it. Staying on board with Slimbo as he comes across the line to finish his lap. Slimbo pretty much identical to Lucas, decent lap time as well. Let's try and get on board with the car going across the line. Puny God puts himself fourth on the medium tyres, not too sure while he's on the mediums, because unless it's a dry start to the race and it's wet later on. But anyway, there you go. Miltos, the first GFO guys are coming through over the line. So you got GFO just set a 107 flat, and we wait for some more lap times to trickle in. Let's see, get on board with some of the guys. I'm going to take out Jay Bradbury, about to finish his lap. Not a great lap. I think he might have just started his lap probably, by the looks of it. Raptis, he looks like he's about to complete a lap. Let's see what he does. Puts himself up to 5th. 9/10 off Nova. That's a great, no, to be fair, that's an absolute stonking lap by Nova to as a benchmark first lap. Right, let's see who else we got. So Jay Bradbury is on his lap. Paul's on his lap. GFO boys are all on the laps. Let's see. Mavros on the mediums. He should be the next one over the line. So let's see what he does. Again, option for the medium. This looks quick as well. For a medium run. Yeah, it's only 5/10 off. Decent lap by Mavros. Who else have we got coming across the line there? He's pitting, so nobody. Calzo, DRL, first lap. What can he get? He's done a 172, 4/10 off the pace. Not bad for an opening lap time. Let's go down. It's really, really awkward having a minimap full of red dots because we've got two teams using red liveries. Got a few people in the pits. Little Paul is coming over to probably finish his lap. I see he goes straight to the pits. No, he's going to carry on. What's he going to do? About 9/10 off. About a 177. Decent first attempt as well. Let's see. Jay Bradbury's just come back into the pits. Use moves. What can he do? Gaining a bit of slipstream. 1.4 off the pace, about a 108.2, decent lap time. What else have we got on track? Let's see, Solon. Let's follow Solon for the rest of his lap. I think he's the next guy. Oh no, let's follow Zumi. He should be the next guy across the line, and then we'll go jump onto Solon. 51.2. Not purple or anything, so. Oh, Calzo gets out of the way just about. Don't think he knew which way Solon was going to go. Zuma was going to go. Zuma across. And he goes 8/10 slow. Let's go on board with Solon, see how he does. Comes across the line. And Solon goes 4/10 slow, about 107.2 as well. Just been told, if you're watching the stream, you can probably see the comments, but it is a wet race towards the end. So that might explain why a couple of people are choosing the mediums to go longer in the first stint. However, the times they've posted aren't quite quick enough yet. So let's see who's on a lap. I think Nova's just started his second lap by the looks of it. And so has Nick Mania, so let's stay on over Nick Mania. I think he's the only one. He's the first person who's not set a lap time to come across the lap, I think. Yep, he will be. Let's keep on board with him. Oh, that. Ooh. He went wide, but didn't invalidate it. He did lift it off, so that probably helped him. Not going to help his lap time, though. Okay, let's see how he gets on. Probably won't be purple. Oh, eat my words. Purple, but that's... No, that will be purple on the 6th. He's not set a lap time, so it's not his own time. Let's see where he goes. This could be a good lap. Just could be a little bit short. Yeah, 1.5 off. Into the 6s though. Decent lap time, decent lap time. Ah, Nova's improved. 106.6. Just under 2/10 quicker than he posted. Good lap, very good lap. Maybe that's improving. No. Let's see. Look. Lucas abandons his lap and uses great use of maybe the pit assist. Oh well, you're not gonna get. They're only going to get a warning. Who's that just crossed the line? Some people invalidating lap times. Let's see where GFO Perez, no lap time on the board yet. This looks quick. This looks like pole. Oh! GFO Perez. I'm gonna stop saying GFO. Perez puts himself second, only 200ths away from Nova. LS Limbo looks like he's improved as well. Yeah, he definitely has improved on that time. Decent lap time. And Jay Bradbury. I think his name's Jake, but 106.5. 10th clear of Nova. Good lap, very good lap. Let's see, there's a red dot approaching the finish line. I think that was S. Graham. I think he's just improved slightly. And we've got Ken, who's invalidated his lap, so he's going to go straight into the pit. We've got Calzo about to start his flying lap. Let's stick on board with Calzo. See what lap time we can do. Around turn 3. Apologies, I don't know the names of these corners. I should do, but I don't. First sector, not purple, but he's up on his time. Up by a 10th. Into the double left right-hander. Careful in exit, don't want to invalidate. That's nice and neat. Easy to lock up into that corner, which looks like it does. Nice short shift to minimise traction. Tricky little corner that one. This one. Shift it down to first to get the turn in. Purple middle sector though. This is an improvement for Calzo. Wasn't purple first sector, but he's purple second sector. Can he challenge the top? Cross the line. Ooh, a bit far off. It must be losing a lot of time in the first and third sectors. 4/10 off still. Alright, let's go on board with someone else, shall we? Who's next? So, Puny God, unfortunately he's invalidated that time, so... Who's this? We've got Raptis on an out lap. A few people on out laps. Zumi, he's on a lap. 10th up, I think it said on the first sector. Let's keep on board with him. Don't think anybody's coming across the line other than to start the next lap, so stay on board with him. Going to catch a bit of traffic. Oh, is it? Oh, he's off. He's lost it. That should reset him to track at the top of the hill. There he goes. Unfortunate. I think the car in front may have put him off a bit because he was very leery out the corner, got onto the curb, on the grass, and the rest is history, unfortunately. Anyway, let's see who else we can get on board with. Let's see who we've got. DRL guys, unfortunately at the bottom could be needing to improve a little bit. Come on chaps. Right, who else we got? Perez looking to improve. 1/10.5 needed to improve to get anywhere near to Bradbury. So let's stick on board with. Oh, and he's invalidated at turn 3. He's gone wide. Right, we've got 5 minutes left, so people are probably preparing for the last runs now. Anybody else on track? Nova's on track on a lap. Let's see how he gets on. Let's keep an eye on the guys coming across the line. Anybody improving? Oh, yeah, Nick Mania's gone second. Oh, 0.02 off. Cracking lap. Very close at the top. Somebody else coming across the line. Kendi, TRM, within 2/10 of pole. Got a bit of a mixture this time. at the top of the standings. Oh, Nova's pitting, so he's obviously done improving. Perez invalidated his lap time. Who we got here? GFO Milito, or Miltos, I should call him. Who is just shy of a 10th up, purple middle sector. Might improve one position above Calzo. What is it? Oh, he's pitting. Oh no, he won't. I've got a GFO guy coming across the line. It was Mitzaldo, and now it's 3/10 off, so it did improve a little bit. We've got coming across the line here. It is the Puny God. Is he about to start a lap? He might be starting a lap. So let's stick on board with him. Running for TRM. So I'm not too sure obviously when the rain's coming in, but in the dry, it's probably getting in the way, yeah it is. In the dry it's normally a soft to mediums. So obviously people are thinking that the weather will hold off until the guys need to change to mediums. Ooh, that's wide. Oh, that's very wide. That's not going to be improvement, unfortunately. I'll come off him. And what have we got? Mixaldo has just put a lap time in. Calzo's on an out lap. Everybody's about to start the frantic last run, so if I lose track of people, I do apologise. This is going to be a bit hectic with 20 cars on track. But here we go. Jay Bradbury to kick us off, I think, on our final runs. Let's stay on board with him. Hopefully he doesn't hit any traffic. Nice late apex. Keeps it within the boundaries. Let's see, first sector. Not purple, just pretty much matches his previous time. See how this goes. Calzo's the car behind him on his final lap. There's a lot of traffic for Bradbury. Let's see how he gets on. I think we should either get out of the way or he might get him. We might get a nice tow here actually. The guys in front hurry up a little bit. And it looks like there's traffic in front as well. Second sector, not purple again, so he might not be improving. Well, he won't be improving because he's pole. Let's see if he does improve. 106.5, 106.3. Must be an excellent last sector. Let's go on board with Calzo. 2/10 up on his time, so this could jump him up towards the top five. Have a look. Top 5, very nice lap, Calzo. There's GFO Perez, he's about to start his lap. We've got Nova starting his last lap. We got a red car coming over towards the line. That's Cartel, he's on his out. They're all on the out laps. Hughes Moves was probably looks like might be the first one. Keep an eye on. Let's have a look at Hughes Moves, see what he does. He's the first one to finish his last qualifying lap. 4/10 up on his time at the minute. Not enough to jump one, but an excellent last sector. So he keeps hugging the wall. Well, he's not really hugging the wall, but get over to the side, Hughes. And he just misses out jumping up, unfortunately. Let's see who else is next across the line. Raptors is up on his time. Puny God is not retiring, well, he's not improving. Bradbury is coming into the pits. Calzo's coming into the pits as well. We've got a GFO guy. It'll be Perez. Let's see if he can improve. 3/10. Oh, 0.07 off. Cracking time, just short. Nova should be, no, it's not Nova, it might be Slimbo. No, it's not Slimbo. Lucas. No, is it Raptis? Raptis was up. He's still up. only by a tenth, but across the line, proves to 12, good lap. Should be a no Slimbo, doesn't improve. And what's we got? We've got a mill toss across the line. Looks like I got a nice toe in front, 9th position, good purple, second to last sector. Got a, looks like a car in the barrier, have we? On the top of the hill where Paul de Rest have binned it. What else have we got coming across the line? Ken, he's backed out of it. He probably didn't want to start on that set of tyres. 2 GFO lads coming in. Who else are we coming to see? Got another GFO guy. No, doesn't look like anyone's improved. Nova? No. I think that's it, guys. There's one guy coming across the line. Who's that? Well, he's not improving either way. I believe you have your qualifying session done. Yep, that would be it. So there you go. 5 tenths separating top 10. So Bradbury from Zenith takes pole position, makes a change. We've had GFO on pole pretty much every single race so far, but then you've got GFO Perez and Nick Mania coming up just short, just over a tenth separating top 3, very close. Nova in 4th, Calzo top DRL driver, only 3.5 tenths off, good lap. Then you've got your first TRM driver, this is Ken. Then you've got GFO again, Mavros, Slimbo 8th, Miltos 9th, and I looked away so I didn't know who was 10th, apologies. I think it was another GFO guy. So there you go. So we'll see how the weather, well, plays a part in this. Dry start by the sounds of it. Just see how far it goes before we get the sprinklers out. Right. So wait, and then gets the setup sorted, and we've got our first ready up from Miltos. So the countdown has started. Okay, okay. So it'll be interesting to see as we go into the formation lap. It'll be interesting to know which drivers have opted for the dry setup and which ones have gone for a wet setup, depending obviously when the weather comes in. So as Bradbury pulls away and takes us on the formation lap, and everybody brings the tyres, engines, brakes, blah 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 up to temperature. So it all really does depend on when the weather comes in as to how this plays out. Short run up to the first corner. Don't be surprised if we do get an early safety car. It's normally common around Brazil, especially that tight second corner, and penalties as well, especially around turn 2 and turn 3 and the exit of turn 4. So as they come up to the Timo Glock corner and up the hill, we prepare ourselves for the 4th round of the GFO Invitational. There's a predicted strategy, however that's pretty much out the window. See where the weather comes into it. Oof. Right. And apologies if I mess up at the start, because the standings will go haywire until the second lap. Anyway, Here we go. On board. Bradbury first, Perez second, Nick Manion third. Do we have any lights? Not yet. We do now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's lights out and away they go to turn 1. And it's a great start by Mitz Aldo. Around the outside he pushes Bradbury wide. Bradbury skips across the whole track. There's a lot of glitching going on behind in the mid-pack as they sort themselves out. Nothing on towards, and we've got a 3-second time penalty before turn 4. That's impressive by Hughes Moves. Got somebody lagging and ghosting. I think there might be Nova. But they all seem to have got through. We've got a yellow flag. We've got a Zenith Raptis. Doesn't look like it's broken any wings, but it looks like, oh, we've got it's Nova spun it. He's miles off the track as well. Not sure if that was contact or what, but I think Nova was the one who was lagging. Let's go back to the front. Bradbury leading the way. Unless it was lag on the stream, Bradbury cut the pretty much entire first corner. It probably was lag. We've got more yellow. That yellow flag in sector 2 hasn't gone yet. As they all settle down, let's see how it's going on midfield. Oh, and we've got a move going on. We've got Puny God losing a place to Solent as they go through their turn 2. And we've got S. Graham losing a couple of places as well. Has he been off? Is he an instant? Not too sure, but he is battling. We've got a few medium runners. Let's just go and have a look, see who the medium runners are. So Lucas in 10th has opted for the mediums. Let's go on board. It's always easy going on board. Right. So we've got Lucas, the top medium runner. We still don't know where the weather's going to come in, so we'll see if that's an inspired move or not. As he keeps his nose clean. No early pit stops, which I'm quite surprised at. There's a big gaggle going on behind here, behind Hughes Moves. And we have now got a yellow flag. We've got Solent off. Solent's been off. Not sure if that was contact, but he spun it at a weird place and a weird angle to end up backwards at the bottom of the hill. Let's go see how then Jay Bradbury is sprinting away. What's going on with the Perez and Nick Mania? Perez is letting Nick Mania through. Obviously choosing to team orders there. Looks like he might be a little bit quicker than Perez. Got a yellow flag at the back. There's somebody gone off in turn 4. So much going on. Oh bloody! There we go. Nova's making his way up. Got a cast. That's Graham on the grass. Solent's in the pits for a set of mediums. Hughes Moves has been in for a set of hards. Not sure if there was a change of wing going on. It's all kicking off at the back as Jay Bradbury at the front steers away. Got another yellow flag. Got Nova's off again. Nova's left the has retired on track as well, unless he's yeah, he must have done because he's moving now on track. Hopefully that'll ghost. But first casualty comes from Zenith, unfortunately. But Jay Bradbury takes the lead and remains roughly 2.5 seconds in front of the 2 GFO lads. There's some battles going on behind. There's a bit of a slipstream train cut starting to form. Got a Zenith chap trying to overtake. It's Lucas on Mitoldo. Thinks better of it. I need to stop saying chap. Driver. Right. And we settle in. So, right, let's stick to the front. So we've got Jay Bradbury being caught now actually by Nick, so that might have been a good move to let Nick go through. Perez playing the team game. Let's see what we've got. Position changes. So biggest winner, we've got a couple of people making up 3 places towards the back. That's probably through retirements and pit stops. Carl's unfortunately lost 2 places. A few people above him made up 2. And obviously Perez has lost 1 as well. So we'll keep the tyres on there. Let's have a look at the telemetry as well, shall we? So it's settling down a bit. We have GFO. Oh, we've got a battle going on between 3 2. Oh, what's going on there? We've got GFO Mavros letting both Calzo and Slimbo through. Don't know if he meant to or not. Calzo's down to 8th as he made him. Looks like he may have been on the grass. It looks a bit messy. Not sure what happened there. But one of the GFO lads looked like he just slowed down to let them through, but I'm not too sure why. Unless he didn't know Calzo was there as well. More likely the case. As the gap at the front seems to be levelling out at 2 seconds. And then the top 4 are getting away from the rest of the pack. Slimbo's just lost 2 seconds and Mavros is going for the inside. Turn 1, there's contact! Trying to go on the inside, is he still there? He's backed out of it, Slimbo, but there was, yeah, a bit of a tyre rubbing going on there. Has he got Slimbo going to attack him back? No, he's not quite close enough to the car in front. That was some rough battling, but Slimbo doesn't want to give it up that easily, so he's sticking to him. Let's see if he can stick through him through the difficult second sector. I don't think this is the closest battle on track. Cartel and Puny got it pretty close, so we'll keep an eye on that one. The gap at the front goes under 2 seconds. Let's keep on board Slimbo. If he gets a good traction, he has. With DRS. He was almost passed without DRS and he goes through on Mavros. I don't think they're locking up, but we've got our first penalty in the top 10, which is Ken. Is Mavros going to attack Slimbo back? It looks like he might have a go. He's going for the inside. Slimbo thought he had it covered. Oh, and he's come straight over. That's a bit aggressive by GFO Mavros. I did not like that one little bit. You must always leave room, as Fernando Alonso would say. Mavros, that was naughty. Let's see if this unfolds. We'll look from the back. Don't think Slimbo picked any damage up there. I don't think Mavros did, but that was not called for. Slimbo left enough room for you on the inside, and you can't just pull over like that. So go down, let's see what's happening. We've got a few of the TRM lads lying astern. Let's have a look at this Slimbo and Mavros battle. Keep the comments coming in, chaps. Guys, stop saying chaps. Yeah, we're getting some confirmation that GFO. We've had a few. Oh, and that's about all right. As he keeps it on the inside. Yep, good. That's better racing, guys. That's what we like to see. Slimbo gets past. Graham picks up a 3-second penalty. Let's see what we've got. We've got the top 4 spread out, and then we've got the train developing behind Slimbo. Clouds look like they're getting a bit darker as well, so this weather could be coming in sooner than anticipated. Soft's meant to go for, I've been told 12 to 14 laps, but let's stick on board. Oh, Slimbo's got a good exit. Mavros has lost a little bit of time there. Carlson might be under pressure by Aldo, but there's a DRS train, so there shouldn't be a move, or should there? No, there won't be. Ooh, Carlson locks up. Decides to almost park it on the apex. Don't think that was intentional. We have the Puny God, we have Little Paul and Cartel battling. Zumi is a little bit further back. Raptis is there as well. Spike, Graham, Hughes Moves and Solent at the back. Nick Mania's just pulling in Bradbury a little bit at a time, a few tenths per lap. Starting to come down, but we'll keep our eyes on this stream of cars. Let's see what happens from it, shall we? So Slimble seems to have dropped Mavros. Mavros is out of DRS. The DRS line was just at the top of just as you went up the hill, so he will not have DRS. The rest behind will. Oh, we've got a move going on. Who's that? That is Lucas on Mitaldo. Lucas from the outside. Can he make it stick? He can. Good move. Lucas goes a little bit wide onto turn 3. That will give Aldo a chance. That's DRS open. Lucas has DRS as well. And Lucas looks like he uses a little bit of overtake to make sure that he keeps that position. We've got Puny God on the back of Cartel. Same team, these two, so team orders might come into it eventually if they feel like they're holding each other up, or one's holding the other up. And yeah, so let's stick back to Lucas. I think the soft runners might be struggling because Lucas has just cruised up to the back of Calzo. Oh, and Lucas has lost it! Ah, he's lost it on the curb. That was unfortunate because he was going after probably commentator's curse there, but yeah, he was really motoring along then. Unfortunately, that's cost him a heap of time. But I'm sure it won't take him long to pull up to the back of them again. So the gap back the front actually has increased again. Perez is roughly about the same gap back to them. Kendi with his penalties in fourth, keeping taps on all three. As Lucas, I'm assuming that's out of frustration, picks up his first penalty. Slimble's just keeping that gap at a second. There's Raptis, there's another penalty for Zenith. That's a good shot from above in a helicopter. We go live to Arnie in the sky with a traffic report. Right, we've got a traffic jam appearing on the main straight as we go up the hill. Oh, was that a spot of rain? Did I see a spot of moisture in the air? No, maybe not. Looked like one drop, but maybe not. Right. So Slimball's pulling away, and now I've got the two GFO lads, and yeah, there's team orders. So Mavros lets Miltos through. Felipe is faster than you. Oh no, Fernando is faster than you. Calzo in 8th, the highest DRL runner. Stuck in the train. And not much else is really happening at the minute, guys. We're just waiting for this weather to come in. And this is the point where the soft runners are going to have to think about what's best for their strategy. Is it another set of softs before the rain comes? Is it a set of mediums? Is the rain only coming in late? We ain't sure. Medium runners, so we've got Lucas as a top one. 246. 8, 10. I think if the top guys do pit, Lucas will come out in front of him. So it's all seeing how the tyre wear is going. As Bradbury's put some distance now between himself and Nick Mania. He's obviously making those tyres work a bit better than him. As he carries on for another lap. Nobody's pitting just yet. Calzo might be making a move on Mavros. Nope. Calzo might be getting overtaken by Aldo. Nope, too far back. No lunges going on there. Calzo looks like he may have locked up there because he's under pressure now. He's a sandwich in a GFO sandwich. And I think Nick's tyres may be going off because Bradbury has put another 5/10 on him in this lap alone. And he's only done two, he's not even done 2 sectors yet, so the strategist will be working hard right now on each team to decide what's best and when that rain is supposed to come in. And Jay goes on for another lap and everybody else does as well. That was rain. There we go, it's here. Soft runners have got about 2, maybe 3 laps before it comes in properly. So let's see, we've got someone in the pits. We've got Mavros in the pits. Wow, that's early. He's going for the inters, but they will burn out in these next few laps, so he's going to have to take extra care of them. Mustering struggling with tyres. How heavy is this rain going to come in? Actually, it does look like it's starting to come down quite heavily already. This might not be a sprinkle. This might be your... Oh, and S. Graham gets a 5-second penalty for speeding the pit lane. Looks like he might be going for the inters as well. He's put the hards on. Interesting call. We'll see how that pans out for him. What else have we got? Sollington Graham. That's the pits. That's the pit lane. Oh, and Graham might be struggling already on the hards. The pit lane is extremely slippy, so that might have something to do with that. As the leaders are coming up to the back of the pack already. Let's see how the intermediates are doing on Mavros. He's losing time already. They will be burning up, but that rain does look like it's not a trickle. Let's see who can cope with these changing conditions. On board with Jay Bradbury, what does it look like? It does look like it's nearing changeover. As Calzo's made a move on... No, the other way around. GFO's made a move on... Metallo's made a move on Calzo. Looks like it must have happened around the double double right-hander as well. So that's disappointing we missed that move. That would have been good. As Slimbo is coming up to the back of Ken. Still none of the top runners. Let's see if they... No, not going to come in just yet. Everybody's waiting for the DRS sign to be disabled as Nick Mania. We did think his tyres were going off. This is surely going to be for inters. I'll be surprised if it's anything else. Kendi's got a time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's unfortunate. And so's Calzo. They obviously don't know where this... oh, and so's Cartel. This, yeah, they mustn't have practiced too much in the rain. So they don't know where the braking zones are in the pit lane, unfortunately, some of these guys. Got the sector 1. Oh, we've got a spinner who's that might be the back of the grid. Oh, we've got some people very, very tentative on the throttle there. And we've got the top 5 should be coming in the pits this lap, more than likely. Got some swaps in the pits. We'll run down the order shortly. As Nick Mania on the Inters just flies past Puny God. So definitely Inters now is the tyre to be on. As Graham and eventually Hughes Moves will get out of the way. No, they won't, because they're all coming into the pits. Let's see if there's any more. There's DRS being disabled. Is there any more penalties for speeding? No. They're all behaving themselves. No, there's Graham. There's got another one. Let's see, Nick Mania is probably a bit too far back to attack Bradbury, but let's see where he comes out. It's a tricky pit lane. Seen him in the background there. Nick Mania. There he is. He's there, and you can see the pit lane. So it looks like Nick has gained on him. As Kendi gets another 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I wonder if he's just coming to serve the penalty. He's picked up another one. That'll be unfortunate. And we've got a good battle going on here from Metsaldo, Cartel and Lucas. Oh, Cartel goes a little bit wide. Oh, and I'm not too sure what was going on there. Cartel might have got on the curb. Lucas just wouldn't give him enough room. Yep, that's fine. Thought better of it. There's always going to be a closing gap, that one. That's pretty much single file through this sector. Might be a bit different in the wet. As everybody's now on Inters. I've got a yellow flag in sector 2. Who's that for? I went quickly. Somebody running to the back of someone. There's a big gaggle of trains. Who's that? Lucas losing time. Has he got some wing damage? No, doesn't look like it. Kendi's getting into trouble. He's had a lot of penalties. Let's see what the yeah, Kendi's already 11, Hughes Moves on 12. Oh, and Hughes Moves left the party. There's Hughes Moves retired. He was in the pit lane. He's coming out of the pit lane, so that's hopefully well, it'll go, so that's fine. Well, there's your penalties. Top 3 are none. Miltos has 5. Migrating Host. Who's leading now? Hughes Moves was the host. Interesting. Didn't know that. Graham picks up a penalty. 3-second time. He's on 11 seconds. We had some big losers there through the pit lane, but some big winners. Mavros losing 4th. Kendi's down 9 positions. He was doing well in the top 4. Got a yellow flag in sector 2. Who's that at the back? Is that Zumi? What's Zumi been up to? Zumi's retired. Where's he retired? He's put it in the wall. There's another car off as well. So Graham, that's Graham getting out of the way at sector 2. And we did have Zumi retire. I think he's retired at the turn 4 by the looks of it. Has he lost it? Can't see his car. His car's gone, but must have done. S. Graham's becoming a bit of a rolling chicane round Interlagos at the minute. Yeah, Kendi the biggest loser, but Cartel up 9 places. Under a lot of pressure from Metsaldo as we've got another 5-second time penalty in the pit lane, but we've also got a yellow flag at the back. Oh, and who's that coming up alongside? It's Caldo. Opportunistic. Right in the inside becomes the outside, and that's a good move, good move. Metsaldo's battling Cartel and Calzo with an opportunistic move up the inside into turn 4. Oh, as Lucas thinks about a move but backs out of it against Metsaldo. Kendi's retired. Where's Kendi retired? There's a virtual safety car right now. VSC, nobody probably will reach for the pit lane at this point because everyone's just pitted. I don't know where Kendi has this. Oh, first corner there, you can see the dot on the map. So everybody sticks to the delta. Will anybody come agree to speeding under the VSC? ended and nothing splashed up. So everything's good. So Bradbury's just maintaining the gap again at 2 seconds, like he did at the start of the race. Remaining in second. Perez has dropped a bit further back there, now he's in third. He's got a huge gap behind him to Miltos, who have Slimbo right behind him. Slimbo and Miltos seem to have been actually the massive gainers out of that, because they've jumped away from the battle they were in with Cartel, Calzo, Mitzeldo and Lucas. And Paul is there now as well. Mavros not too far behind. You may. Don't get rid of that. There you go. And let's have a look. So Mavros is on his own, Puny God's on his own, Raptis on his own, and so Spike and Solent still there, as well as Ken to leave the session. Ooh, people in the pits. Is it full wet? Mitzaldo and Little Paul in the pits now. That's so interesting. What are these two doing? Oh, 5 second penalties there. Full wets for Little Paul. As Mitzaldo keeps into on? He does. For a change of wing as well. So Little Paul is the guinea pig. Spike's coming in as well. He might be coming onto the Inters. So Little Paul was at the back of that little gaggle of cars going around Sector 2 now. So let's see if this will pay off for him. I mean, nobody else is coming into the pit, so he's obviously taking a gamble. There's a lot of penalties still going around. Top 3 have avoided them so far. As LR Slimbo and Milto still hunting each other down. Keeping an eye on Little Paul's time to the guys in front of him. Looks like I might be losing a bit. It might have been too early. Not many other people have come in yet. There you go, 2 people on wets. Yeah, Little Paul's losing a lot of time as Mavros picks up another penalty. Right, penalties. Well, most of the mid-pack have penalties. As yeah, let's go on board with Slimbo, see if he makes a move on Miltos. Oh, we've got Calzo and TK. Oh, and Cartel doesn't give. Oh, it's Calzo doesn't give enough room, unfortunately. On the pushes him off a little bit. Bit dirty there, Calzo. Bit more room needed to be given at that point. Raptis and the Puny God are having a bit of a battle. things are just starting to calm down a bit now. Limbo on the back of Miltos. Just can't seem to get the traction out of turn 3 to get close enough to him. Oh, good catch by Slimbo. Puny God and Raptis are still battling. Puny God gets a tank stopper. Raptis going to go on the inside. Have to back out a little bit. I mean, not got much ERS left. He might have to. Oh, he's going to try and outbreak him, which he nearly has. But Puny God hangs around the outside. Good racing by both of them. I mean, the car getting out of the way up here. Yeah, we did. Slimble's still a bit too far back to make a move there on Miltos. As Little Paul seems to have gained time, but Raptis, here we go, Raptis and Puny God again. Oh, I think Raptis backed out of that and let him back through. I think they might have been a bit too aggressive, that. Oh, and onto the curb. Gets away with it, loses a bit of time. The wets don't seem to be coming back to the DRL guys, so that wasn't a great move off the strategy. But seeing as they are that far back, oh, little part, Spike's been into the pits and has changed to the inters again. Lucas on the back of Cartel and Slimbo on the back of Militos. They're the two closest battles on track. And just checking in with the front guys, Jay Bradbury streaking away really. It was 2.1, now it's 3.7. Mania with GFO locking out second, third and fourth again. It's going to be another points haul. With Perez third and Miltos fourth. I think Slimbo will be trying to change that if he can. Calzo, bit of a quiet race in a minute, in sixth. And Cartel and battle with Lucas behind him. Mavros in ninth. Again, he's a bit on his own. Puny God and Raptis still battling. 20-second time penalty for Spike there. But can Raptis go up the inside? Nope. Doesn't even attempt it. Let's stay on board with these two. These are the closest ones. So let's watch this battle unfold. It does look like it's getting heavier, but like we've seen, the wets didn't seem to work. A little pole will be an indication, but again, he's still losing time, and he should be getting out of the way now. There we go, gets out of the way. And Slimbo and Militos carry on the battle. Puny God and Raptis trying up the inside. Is he going to make it stick? Puny God's good around the outside. He's sure they're giving enough room each other. That's good to see. But Raptis makes it stick. Can Puny God come back at him? No, it doesn't. Not enough. Let's see if Raptors can pull away from them too, from the Puny God. Cartel and Lucas still battling. Oh, Slimbo is still battling Militos. Let's see, it's a bit of a quiet one now. Unfortunately, not much action going on. Still pulling away with Jay Bradbury. Perez seems to be gaining on Nick Mania actually. I wonder if Nick will give Perez the same courtesy that he was given earlier on to let him go. Assuming we'll find out shortly. He has pulled that gap back. Lucas is right behind Cartel still. Just looking for that opportunistic moment. Penalties have pretty much stayed the same. How far away is a puny god? Yeah, so puny god, if he sticks within Raptis' range, he'll pick up a point. Yeah. Best lap times, they're obviously in the July, so I can't really talk about that. So let's just go back on board and watch the racing. These two look like the closest. Looks like Lucas is not sure we thought about it. Time penalty for Raptis though. Another one. So Puny God probably got 6 seconds on Raptis now, so I just need to stay within him. 6 seconds of him. Well, nothing's changing. Yeah, it looks like Perez and Mania. I think they'll be swapping soon. Because he's taking chunks out of his time. Mitoldo picks up a penalty. He's chasing... he's on his own, so he's not really chasing anyone. And yeah. GFO going to be extending the lead. Will Slimbo go here? Is he close enough? No. He might have to. He might take a lunge to get past him at this point. He's still close to him. He's probably just eyeing him up. Although Militos has got third chunk more ERS than Slimbo. As we got Mavros in the pits for another set of inters. So now we've only got 3 GFO guys scoring points. It's going to be a good haul of points for Zenith. You've got Jay Bradbury, Slimbo, Lucas, Raptis, all in the points. And then TRM, you've got Cartel and the Puny God. Puny God standing to make a place at least with the penalties. And Nick Mania has let him through. Missed that, but yeah. Nick Mania has repaid the favour and has let Perez, his teammate, go through. But I think it might be a bit too late to catch up to Jay Bradbury because he's now 7.5 seconds behind. Oh, Slimbo's just picked up a penalty. We went a bit too wide there. I might as well keep penalties on, shall we? That's what it's going to come down to. Oh, yellow flag. Spikes retired at the top of the hill. Another pole d'arrester, and we've got another virtual safety car out. So just a quick look at penalties. Militos has actually got 5 seconds, that'll be speed in the pit lane, and Slimbo's actually got 6. So Militos's position for now is safe. Ooh, Slimbo slows down a lot. To stay within that delta. Let's see if anybody can get any jump on someone. Let's see if Lucas can. Safety car has ended. No penalties again. As they get back underway, Slimbo's very close to Militos. Let's see what he can do. Lucas picks up a penalty. Don't think Slimbo's close enough. No, he's not. Lucas into the pits. There's only 3 laps to go. Is he changing his wing? No. Full wet tyres. Interesting. This could be. This is pretty much the well, exact strategy of that infamous 2008 championship. Will that be an inspired move? Is the Inters going off? Is it full wets now? There's only 2 laps to go, 3 laps to go. Gaps are all pretty much the same. No real close battle, but let's just see how Lucas fares. His lap times, roughly the gaps staying roughly the same to Raptors in front. We've got a penalty for Bradbury. Got another one. Who's in the pits there? Slimbo's in the pits. Is that for a full set of wets? Oh, it was in the pits now. Slimbo on the full wets, I'm assuming. He is. So wets it is for a few of the drivers. And the Inters dying off. It's going to be an interesting last 2 laps. Jay Bradbury carries on. He's got a 3-second penalty, but he's got a big enough gap now. Slimbo 1.5 seconds. Lucas has overtaken Mavros. Mavros just come back out of the pits a couple laps ago. Yeah, I'm not too sure if these wet tyres are going to make any bit of difference. Slimbo is motoring along very nicely though. He probably will get Cartel quite easily by the looks of it. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be an easy overtake. Looks like it is wet. It does look like the spray has developed. So wets, full wets are the tyre to be on. But I think it's come a little bit too late. As we go on to the last lap. Don't think much is going to change. That is monsoon weather now though. Some of these positions will be decided on penalties. As Solent picks up another one. Yeah, definitely wet tyres, but it's just a little too late. Let's go on board with Jay Bradbury, seeing as he is on his last lap. We've got Mitsaldo, who's only 3/10 off Puny God, and he's catching him. Just go on board quickly with them two for splitting back. They're going up the main straight. Let's keep an eye on him, see if he makes a move into turn 1. And then we'll jump on board with Bradbury as he crosses the line. Aldo just doesn't go for it. He probably will do now though, he's got fresher tyres. But let's go on board with Bradbury as he comes across the line. Extremely dominant performance. Maintaining the gap throughout. Perez slows right down. Wow, I assumed to let his teammate by, but it did not work. GFO Miltos, sorry. Gonna come on in 4th. That's 2, 3, 4 for GFO. Calzo, can he gain any positions? No, he stays 5th. LR Slimbo on the wet tyres is holding Calzo, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. No, he stays 6th. Cartel. Will he make any positions for penalties? Don't think so, no. Lucas next on the wets. No, he stays where he is. Mavros jumps Lucas. GFO gained more points. Puny got him, Mitsaldo's coming at him. Can he make it stick on the long? No, he can't. He's too far back. Unlucky chaps. Well, it sort of came alive in the last couple of laps, guys, but other than that, just finished line of stern for most of that. So let's see the podium of Bradbury, Perez and Mania. Lovely white suit. It's very shiny. Won't be very shiny after that champagne's on it. Right. So that was round 4 at Brazil. Probably the least exciting of the 4, unfortunately. But some good racing and some dodgy racing at the same time throughout the field. So you got Jay Bradbury, or Jacob I've been told his name is, in first. Perez in 2nd, Nate Mania in 3rd, Milto 4th, Calzo 5th, Slembo 6th, Martel 7th, Mazros 8th, Lucas 9th, and you've got Puny God in 10th. Ooh. So there you have it. Another race down. Brazil, bit of a snooze fest, but some decent racing and some decent weather changes. So next race tomorrow, same time, 8 o'clock. We are in Bahrain for the final of this GFO Invitational Mini Series. Hope you can join us then. I've been Jammy James, aka James. Hopefully see you then. Bye bye.